Howdy, howdy.
How's everybody doing? We're here.
Still here.
We're still here. It's been a long week.
It feels like it.
We've been busy all week, seemed like.
We've been busy. What have we been doing?
Went on a hike that nearly killed me.
That was before last week.
No, that was last week. We didn't get here till Monday, Tuesday. We went on a hike that nearly killed me. We hiked 8 miles. Well, he did 8.5. I did 8 because he went back and got the car.
Yeah, you didn't make it quite to 8.
I made 8. You made 8.5.
I don't know about that.
He went and got the car because we met up these people that needed a ride, and so we gave him a ride.
There's Mark's in here. Mark. Hey. And he's been practicing on his New Jersey trivia.
Let's go. I don't know nothing about no New Jersey.
I'm glad because I don't know nothing about New Jersey
I don't know nothing.
The only thing I know about Jersey is Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore, and you can ride
you can park there and take a train or a subway over to New York.
Yeah, because we've done that before.
That's it.
Yeah. And I think one of the football teams is over there. It's considered a New York team. I think they play actually in Jersey. I think, but I ain't 100% on that.
I don't care about New York teams.
I don't know.
And Mel and Nettie are here. Welcome back.
Yes. We are so glad to be here with everybody.
There's Tim.
Hey, Tim.
See our
so
view.
Good to see you.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey, Roy.
Oh, Roy's there, too.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah, Roy, I was telling you, Steve's live earlier. We drove. We're stupid. We were up in the Flagstaff area checking it out.
Yeah, we went to see what Flagstaff looked like.
So how random we are. We're like, well, hey, let's just drive over there to Sayon and
see
check out
what the sites look like.
That way we can scope out the national forest area on our own. So
without the RV.
Yeah, without the RV.
That's what our thought was.
Yeah. So I can tell you, I definitely like that.
The one to the left is way better.
Long Jim Loop or something. Or
that's way better.
They've got much better sites there.
And they're right by the bicycle path. So we can get on our bikes.
There was someone in the Class A towing a car. It looked like they just pulled because the car wasn't disconnected or nothing. But boy, if they're gone on Tuesday, I'd love to get that spot because it's a perfect spot for us. Perfect.
Because it's like got an open sky.
It's level, open to the north for our Starlink.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're headed that way tomorrow. To Sayon.
To Sayon, yeah.
And we're spending 3 nights there.
3 nights there.
Yeah, 3 nights in Sayon.
Just because they're going to have a couple of days to kind of explore. And it's going to be really warm. And so we can only really explore in the morning. And I want to be home with the dogs when it gets warm because I don't want to leave them and worry about them. So we're going to go do some farting around in the morning, come home and suffer in the heat together.
Congratulations on your job. All right,
yeah.
Yeah, it worked out perfect.
It did, really.
Because it's just a job for me. Terry won't be working it.
Yeah.
She'll be doing her online job, and I'll be doing my camp hosting job.
And it's really close to the kids. We haven't had a lot of time with them, and our granddaughter leaves for college in the fall, so hopefully we'll get some more time with her.
Although I did see a video of some other people.
Yeah, they're on the other side, though.
It's a new channel. I can't remember the name. I don't even know if they even have a YouTube. It's
I think they're just a Facebook
page.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Mike and somebody, but they were heading to a job in High Sierras. But they're on the... Whoa! I bumped the table. We're bouncing. Earthquake. But they're on the other side of the High Sierras. They showed up a few days ago.
Yeah.
And they have snow in the campground.
And I'm like, I don't want snow. I didn't order that. So. I'll stay with Jonathan. You go up in the snow.
Yeah, right.
Because our kids live down in Clovis. So
we'll see how it is. But it looks like the weather's warming up there.
It does. He's been watching
I've been watching the weather.
We've been watching the weather in the Grand Canyon because we were supposed to go to the Grand Canyon last week. But it was snowing and cold.
It's still a little bit chilly up there.
A little chilly, but
not bad.
Unbearable. Like, it was unbearable.
So, like, tomorrow night when we get there, let me find it.
I know, because he's been watching the weather all over the place.
Tomorrow, 10, come on, get up here. Tomorrow it's going to be 71, but it's going on. It's gotten better. It was going to go down in the upper 30s. Now it's going to go down to 41 tomorrow night.
I can put a quilt on and I'll be happy.
And then the next 2 nights are going to be 42 at night. So it's not bad. I got the little buddy heater if we need it.
Yeah, if we need it, we'll pull that out.
We can break that out. And
we need to practice boondocking again. We don't forget how.
Well, we did a little bit of it with Catherine and Homer,
Yeah, a little
which
bit.
they said they were not going to be here today because Homer has an appointment with the dental
Thank
surgeon or
He
something.
is so swole up on his
But
cheek.
he says he's
Oh,
been
my
better.
word.
It hadn't been sore and stuff. So
when we were there, it was bad.
I
You
told
could
her
tell
that's
it felt
fine.
bad.
He needs to go get that fixed because I know he was
he was
not
pain.
feeling well. He was in pain.
Yes, I'm glad that he's getting that taken care of.
Get that taken care of, and
yeah,
I think she had an appointment or something also, as well. She has to go to.
Oh, there you go.
I told her that's fine. Priorities.
Ooh, they're having Philly cheese casserole, Philly cheese steak casserole. That sounds good.
Ooh,
yeah.
Well, as you know, I think we told you our T-Mobile
pooped out.
It crapped out on us. Something was wrong with the power plug on there or whatever. And so we decided, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and go back to T-Mobile.
And see if we can get another.
Either or that, they're going to say, no, you're not supposed to travel with it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I would be like, no, I'm not paying $160 or $165 for internet through T-Mobile.
No.
But we went in and says, hey, we're out here on vacation for our son's graduation, and this thing crapped out. Well, you're not supposed to
take it away.
You're supposed to be traveling with it.
They probably caught you and turned it off.
They probably caught it. I said, well, it's not the internet. I said, everything's working fine. I said, it just won't power up. So he looked at it.
Sure enough, he couldn't get it to power up.
He says, all right, well, we're going to give you another one. Okay.
So he said they may turn it off.
He says if they do catch you, they can track, and if they catch you, they will shut off your internet.
So that kind of
we haven't tried it and see if it still works on the internet.
Yeah. The main reason I like it is because, like, if at a rest area, I can work. We can pull over, I can use it and work. That's the reason I like it the most.
Well, a lot of times that T-Mobile's actually better than Starlink.
It is way better than Starlink, so I really love it. Yeah, we went up to Jerome. We tried to walk around, but we couldn't find no parking that we didn't have to pay for. Yeah. Well, the problem was, here was the problem. We had just hiked that 8.5 miles, and then we drove there the next day, and we were sore, hurting. I almost died. I ain't lying to you. I almost died on that hike. All right, so because it was uphill. 100%.
I didn't think she was going to make it, but she did good.
I made it. So when we filmed, there was one parking way at the end, but you walk down the hill and go into town. Then he's like, you know what you got to do when you get done? You got to walk back up.
We got to the park. Well, if you got an ATV or a Jeep, you can get up to the trail.
Oh, you're talking about the trail now? Yeah.
That you can get up to. It goes up to that bridge.
Yeah.
Which is only 1 mile.
1 mile.
But we had to park way over in the main parking lot at another trailhead, and we hiked. That was after we did the morning.
We did a morning hike. We did a 2 mile hike in the morning.
And
to the Birthing Cave.
On this one, which ended up being like 3 miles.
6 miles. Yeah, it's 6 miles total in and out.
Trip, yeah. So, but we were getting to that part where it started going up. We were starting to go over rocks, and I didn't think she'd make us. If you want to stay here, I'll go up there. I'll get video.
No, I gotta go. I just had to take my hat off and rest.
Even after that, we got to parts where we were literally climbing up rocks on a cliff to get to the top of the bridge. So,
then once you got there, it was fine. Yeah. And then I sent him out there first because I'm scared of heights. Y'all don't know that I'm terrified of heights. So I sent him out there to stand on it. I'm taking his picture. I video him out there. And then I'm sitting around on it, and I'm like, my fat butt, I use another word, climbed all the way up here. I'm going to stand out there. So there's a wider part. And so I walked out there, and I just kept saying, I'm on a rock, I'm on a rock, I'm on a rock. And I stood there so he could take my picture on there.
Yeah, it'll be neat to work with that. So I got some pretty good 360 footage.
Yeah, he got some 360 footage
walking out there on the bridge.
Yeah.
The 360, the way the angle I have on it makes it look like the bridge is like, this wide.
It's skinny, yeah.
And I'm walking out on, but it's not. It's a
little bit wider, yeah.
So
the worst part was when you walk back off, you could see down in the gully, and that was a little scary coming back off of it. I was like, I'm not looking. Yeah, but so when we were going to Jerome, since that was what Tim asked about, do we go to Jerome? That day we went up there, we were so sore that I didn't want to walk back up that hill.
That's a crazy town.
It is built in the side of a mountain. I
know it.
And the jail slid down the hill, and
that's why they call it slide jail.
Slide jail or something.
Slide something, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool town.
I think we'll go back to it one day.
Yeah, we'll come back here.
We love this campground. If you're at Thousand Trails, this is the bomb.
Yeah, I love this campground. I like this area. I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
The weather's pretty nice.
Yes.
But we'll definitely be back here one day.
Yes, we will, because we love it here.
And we'll probably go up there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Do another hike too. I told him
there's a lot of hiking.
There's a lot of hikes. I was showing him. Like today, we looked at the church. There's a church called what was it called? The Chapel of the Holy Cross. We just drove by that today, and you can hike to it, and you can hike to the cathedral.
And that way, we weren't supposed to go there. We were supposed to run in town to T-Mobile and stuff like that. Oh, we want to go to the chapel
because the store wasn't open yet.
Sure, let's drive 40 miles.
So we drove because it says it's only 15 miles away, but that's as the crow flies, right? Oh, you didn't enjoy it when you were there? Oh my gosh, we love it here. It's one of our top places.
Oh yeah, we love it here.
We love it.
Yeah, but this is the actual church. Yeah, I mean it's built right on the side of a mountain.
And I got the one to the front of it when I drove by.
It was pretty cool.
Let me show you the front of it.
Pretty cool.
This is the front of it when you drive by.
Yeah. So it was pretty neat.
But gorgeous I had trouble with it's not the hiking that's bugging me. It's the altitude. Is it altitude? What's it called when you go up high?
Altitude.
The altitude that's bugging me. So I'm getting winded, and it's oh my god, yeah. In 2020, it probably was bad.
Yeah, I don't know how much they've expanded this thing.
No, but I mean everything was probably shut down. This town would be like that.
Oh,
I can see this town being like that. You know what I'm saying?
I've actually seen some people around here still wearing masks. So
I can see that, yeah. But we just have found a lot of fun things to do. We went to the Montezuma Castle. That was really cool. Remember that?
Oh, look, now Roy's home.
Hey, Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Remember the castle we went to, the Montezuma Castle?
Montezuma Castle.
Our first castle. And we went to the well. And we went to a fort. They were having, like, dress-up days.
That
Tuzagoot.
Tuzagoot.
And you could go in the...
Which was like the old ruins.
From the Native Americans.
Yeah. We're still in vacation or tourist mode here.
Yeah, but I found things that were free. I was like, I'm going to look for free things. So the only thing we paid for, the fort, we paid $10 each to go in the fort. And that was the only thing. Everything else has been free.
Well, yeah.
Except for we went to a winery on accident.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we did go to a couple of wineries and a brewery.
Oh yeah, we went to a brewery too.
Oh my god, that brewery had the most incredible pretzel. That thing was huge.
The pretzel was huge.
Huge pretzel.
We did do that.
That was like lunch that day.
That was our lunch. We didn't eat anything else because it was so big. Yeah, we just walked around that. It's called Old Town Cottonwood, and that's a really neat. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
the well was really cool. I liked you when you go down that one hike down in there, and it seemed so secluded. Remember we went down that little tiny out?
Well, that was at one, but at the well there, they have that one path that normally you can take right there, the overlook, and then there's a path that goes down. It looks like it goes down to the lake. That path was closed.
Closed because they
said it was owls.
Bats are there. Doing their babies.
Having babies and stuff there, and they wanted to keep everybody
the
out
nursery.
of there.
Shh, don't make the babies.
So we did the loop around, and it went down to another where they had dug out a water trough or something to do their irrigation or whatever. It
seemed so secluded down there. I thought it was really cute.
Awesome. Pretty awesome.
We enjoyed it. Yeah, that was fun. We did that, and then we come back and we did spend money accidentally at Sonic because we was there and we was like.
Oh yeah, we had to get a Route 44 diet cherry limeade.
It was happy hour. So we got Dairy. That's when that day we went and got those cherry limeades. Yeah.
Met a couple of people here neat.
Yeah.
People before us, they were here. Their daughter got married at the winery right next door.
Yeah, there's a winery right next door.
So they were really nice and stuff. And then these people next to us
are from Washington. And we got to meet them and hang out with them. I think they done went to the Grand Canyon today.
Yeah, they're gone today. They're leaving tomorrow too with us.
Because they was talking about it.
They're headed to Utah.
Going to Zion.
Zion, yeah.
Sounds exciting.
So they're really nice. We've sat outside a couple of nights with them and talking and hanging out.
They got 3 little babies.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny little, 2 poodles and a tiny little thing. Beaver something or another, but it's the cutest little thing. Yeah. It won't let us pet it, though.
So they're just on vacation, though. They're down here on vacation.
Yes, yeah.
So
they're retired now, but they're on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah, it's been fun here. It's time to say goodbye. As a matter of fact, when I get off live, I'm going to start doing some pre-packing stuff.
Yeah, I started cleaning a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to be able to clean. We're going to be boondocking, so I got water now. I'm doing everything I need water.
I had to pull the bikes out because somebody's bike had a tire problem, but I seem to have fixed that, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
Because there's a bike trail.
Yeah, I got to go pack
Grand
that back. She
Canyon.
wants to go ride the bike trail in Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So I got to pack those back up. But then we got to do our last night of swimming in hot tub.
Yes.
Hot tub.
Love the hot tub.
We've been
Except
to the hot tub.
for when there's weird people
Yeah,
there, but
some
you know.
weird people there one night talking about how they like to talk to their plants
and hug the trees.
Hug the trees.
And I was like, it's a real tree hugger.
I'm like, really? But yeah, hot tub's almost been a nightly thing.
Yeah, we've gone almost every night.
So it's a lot of
We got
fun.
in the pool a few times, but we haven't been into the clubhouses really at all, though. We walked through the first day, but we haven't really hung out in those.
Even though there's one right across
right
the street.
behind us, yeah, but we just haven't really. They had a craft fair on Saturday. I didn't go, though.
Both Saturdays.
Oh, but yeah, we've been here 2 Saturdays. Yeah. I didn't go.
We've been here 2 weeks.
I know. We've really enjoyed it.
So we're moving on, making our way. It's hard to believe in 2 weeks we'll be in California.
In California, I know. Well, we finally got reservations. So I've been trying to get reservations at the China Lake Naval Station. I've been playing phone tag with this guy because their sites are only 40 feet long. It says that on the website. And so I'm like trying to call him to see where we can put our car trailer. So finally today, I got in touch with him, and today we got reservations at China Lake NAS. So because I want to go to
she just got
I want to go to Death Valley, and it's right there. It's sort of close, and then we'll have an extra day. Maybe we'll go grocery shopping. And we have a friend who we knew when we were in Okinawa, Japan, a billion years ago.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
that we're going to try to meet up.
2 weeks from today, we'll be leaving, heading up to the High Sierras, which leads to another issue.
Yeah.
Because that's 2 weeks is on a Monday. We'll be traveling.
We'll figure it out.
And then maybe next week, I don't know where we're going to be next.
Next week, we're going to be at China Lake. So we're going to meet you at China Lake because we're staying really close to China Lake.
We'll be just arriving at China Lake.
Yeah, but we're going to get there early because
all right, so next week could be good, but in 2 weeks we might have to shift or change.
We'll see what it's like.
With our life.
We'll see how far the drive is.
Yeah.
And not knowing about internet. But we're staying at a Harvest Host on this Route 66 in California in the Mojave Desert. I'm a tiny bit nervous.
Called Newberry Springs, California.
Yeah, so I'm a little worried.
And it's just called The Barn.
The Barn.
It's The Barn.
So we're trying to find something kind of in between.
It's supposed to be a little bar.
Yeah.
Restaurant, a little deal.
Oh. Yeah, we don't video that.
No, we don't video. You don't
want to see that.
We don't want to break the camera, Mark.
You don't want to see that.
We've got
So we're at the Grand Canyon. We got one tiny session, and we're going to add to that. So what we're going to call on there is kind of part 2 of part 1 because we went with the kids. We drove all the way up there 4 hours, and we're there for 5 minutes and left. And I was like, wait, we didn't see anything.
Right.
So that's why we're going back.
Roy said you better be stopped before going to Grand Canyon. You'll need a bank one.
Right?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good right now.
Yeah, we went to the store.
We went to Walmart a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I mainly need a water though, because
the only thing I got to do tonight or tomorrow morning is fill up the water tank.
So we have water,
and I'll dump before I disconnect everything tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So we should be good to go.
We should be good. We got
and we
meat in the freezer.
Yeah, we got food. We got One thing I didn't check was my milk.
You're good. You got a whole thing of milk. You barely drink out of it.
All right, but
he has to have milk every day.
We purposely, because we'll do the three days. It's nothing. I mean, come on, we can boondock for 3 days.
Yeah.
But we purposely are going to a campground in Kingman after the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
Just to get hookups.
To shower.
Plus, we needed a place to stop anyway.
Yeah.
And it's supposedly near that town of Oatman.
So we might drive down to Oatman.
So we stayed 2 nights there instead of 1 night.
So I can see the little donkeys because I want to see the donkeys.
I think we're going to take one day and go down to Oatman and check
it
out.
And it's right on the Kingman's on the 66 too, so we might get a little footage of that.
So
we'll see for y'all.
Yeah, it'll be that, and then the Harvest Host, China Lake for 3 nights. Then up to see our granddaughter graduate for 4 nights, and then up to Dinky Creek Campground.
And it's literally a campground, so we're going to be like the only RV there, probably. Well, I guess the other guy that works there will have an RV, but everybody else is in tents. It's like real camping.
There's another lead camp host there that I got to check in with when I get there. His name's Jason.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's a nice guy.
Right. For sure.
So it'll be different. It'll be different job, different thing.
But that's what you get. That's the only way you get experience is trying different things, you know.
Yeah. I don't know if it involves any kind of maintenance or what, or so. Only thing that's gonna be different is, like I said, this is not an RV park. It's a campground mainly for little tents and maybe small rigs. Yeah. So, but
it'll look different.
Camping's only people with hookups.
That's it. Nobody else. Yeah.
So what's going on with everybody else in here?
Hopefully you got to see our video that we put out yesterday. I thought it was really cute because I didn't even know. You know, I didn't know Alamogordo had anything to do with space. That was the biggest thing. I was like, wow, this is all this stuff about space. When you walk up, they have all these old like ships and stuff there. But it was where that money was buried. That they sent into space, Ham. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah. And then you got to go it's a 5 floor, and you take the elevator up, but then you walk down like these ramps, and you gradually get back down to the bottom.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And one whole thing was all about the chimpanzees in space.
Yeah. Hey, Team Crazy Awesome! Hey! Welcome!
Yeah.
Glad to have you. Yeah, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of videos. I actually started Sunday's video already this morning.
See, because he's got so many in the bank. We're finally in Arizona now, though.
I think we got about 3 weeks or 3 months.
3 months
of videos.
Yeah.
Lined up in the queue, so I am starting today. This Sunday's going to be Tombstone, Arizona.
Yeah. So I think we're finally in Arizona. So, but the one we have, the Grand Canyon will come out of order probably because, like I said, we got a tiny bit of footage, and we'll go up there and maybe add some footage to that. We'll kind of see how it plays out.
Jimmy Lyle.
Hey, you might show that.
I think you're on Facebook. Right?
Yeah.
Put that up there.
Hey, we went to high school with this guy.
Went to high school with this crazy guy.
So glad he's running around still.
How's it going, Jimmy?
Yeah, so good to see you. Here. Yeah, welcome.
Hanging out here in Arizona right now.
Yeah, we're outside of it's called Cottonwood, but if you know where Prescott is, it's near Prescott.
We're in Verde Valley.
South of Flagstaff.
Woo-hoo. Always good having you in the queue. I know, because in
Midland,
Texas, we didn't have hardly videos. We had to go find things to do just to get video.
It's so bad because there wasn't nothing to do there. But we did go to those 2 national parks that we may never have gone to if it hadn't been the fact that we needed stuff to do.
Yeah, we would have never went to Big Bend. We would have never went to Guadalupe.
Yeah, so those were both really cool. So, I think too here we probably never would have went to the Goots.
No.
We might have went to the castle, but not Tuesday Goot. But then I was like, oh, it's free. Let's go.
But no, that Tuesday Goot is insane.
I know.
It's the old ruins there of what they call them, the Pueblos.
Pueblos. People lived in it.
These things were underground.
It looked like a mountain.
And they dug all these out. And when I first got there, I was kind of bummed because I'm like,
we saw some guys working on it.
I saw some guys working. I said, this ain't even original stuff. This is like, they probably rebuilt this or something.
Yeah.
But then there was the ranger guy that was there that we were talking to. And no, a majority of it is the original. All they're doing is putting up they're upkeeping
reinforcing
it to make sure that it lasts.
Yeah.
So and then there was one part when we went down inside, it's a three quarters of a wall.
Yeah.
And majority of that is original, and some of it dates all the way back to the 1000s.
Yeah.
1050.
Yeah. But the only thing they really did is put some wood in it.
Yeah, they put wood to support
so it wouldn't fall over.
Yeah.
But the cement and the way it was built was original.
And then they had uncovered 110
rooms in this thing.
That were in this Pueblo, so it's really cool.
Really cool. Right along the Verde River. But they were sitting way up high so they could see everything. And I was like, where are the doors? So they went in through the roof, you know. Yeah. I thought that was pretty crazy.
Jimmy's down here in Florida.
Woo-hoo!
I tried to come to Florida.
Yeah, we did try. But another year. We'll be there another year.
It didn't work out. One year we're going to get to Florida.
Yeah, we like Florida.
It's got to go better than our last attempt to get to Florida.
Yeah. Walnut Canyon by Flagstaff. Oh, we'll put that on our list. We can't go nowhere now.
I wish we'd known that. We were up there around Flagstaff yesterday.
Yeah. Woo.
Just finished dinner. Now I can focus.
Yeah, because you know you got to focus. And somebody said, I like free. Who said I like free? Oh, Mark, I like free too.
I do too. Free. Oh, did I miss some places up there?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. No, you saw that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
We did Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Only because I had enough reward points.
He had all these reward points he couldn't use in Texas. We used them here.
So I got her the 4-piece chicken for free or whatever.
And he got a free Blizzard.
And I got a free Blizzard. Yep.
Yeah.
So she said, no, I don't think. Well, it wouldn't work when I was trying to do it on one order.
So he
cashed out one order, and then she just did my Blizzard, and I framed up my reward points, and it gave it to me for free.
We're like, hey.
So,
yeah, this is awesome.
The ruins are on the side of the canyon.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. See, that was what was really neat about that castle. Because you go through there, and it's just all up in there. And they talked about how the people lived in there, and they also used ladders. Because I was like, how do they get up there? They had ladder systems.
The only bummer about that is you're not allowed to actually go up to the castle.
Go in it, yeah.
But you have to, sit down and see it from the ground.
And I got a little footage of what
they used to let people go up there until 1959.
Yeah, because
and then they had to shut it down to not allow people to go up there anymore.
It was starting to get kind of not safe.
Blizzard. Somebody up here was having Tim, I think. Oh yeah, Tim's having tacos.
Woo-hoo.
Taco.
Yeah.
Jimmy is saying.
Oh, see you later.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in, Jimmy.
We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
So, hi.
For sure. Yeah.
I keep leaving that up there.
Yeah.
But those are cool. I like old places like that.
I do think, I was thinking the other day, like, if we didn't have a YouTube channel, we probably wouldn't be going to some of these really neat places. We would just ignore them and walk away and think nothing of it. But now we really seek out places and really try to find things that are kind of out of the ordinary that maybe other people wouldn't go to.
Yeah.
And we can share that with people that want to see it. I don't know if all y'all want to see it, but it'll be available. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good, keeping ourselves busy. Puppies are doing pretty good. They're sleeping right now. It's afternoon nap time.
Yeah, they're lazy dogs.
They're very lazy. But let me just tell you, I took them over to the grass the other day, and they freaked out.
Yeah.
They ain't had grass in a while.
I don't think nobody in here that I see offhand is in the way of all these storms.
Yeah, the storms are awful.
These storms are having just north up here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Is insane. And I'm worried. I sent a message. I hadn't heard back from them.
Diary of a Family.
Garrett and Carolyn, which I believe is up in Ada, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And they were under a tornado warning earlier. There was one coming right at them. So hopefully they're safe.
Yeah.
Hoping anybody else that's up there is
safe. Yeah, we've been praying a lot.
It's getting nasty again today. We were watching last night. That one went through that town in Kansas.
Yeah, no.
It was Kansas.
Was it Kansas?
Plata, something like that.
Yeah.
So, they took a direct hit.
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully.
But only 85 people live there, and we heard that everybody was safe.
Yeah,
But that one that went through London, Kentucky, that leveled that entire town.
Oh my gosh.
That was awful.
Yeah.
So it's a really bad season right now for tornadoes.
If you know anybody, you got friends, family, I hope they're safe, praying for their safety.
Yeah.
How the babies are doing. Yeah, the babies are doing good.
They sleep.
Everybody go bye-bye tomorrow, huh?
We told them. I don't know. They ain't getting no grass. We went and scoped. There's just dirt.
Oh, where we're going to?
Yeah, there's no grass.
I got a little bit here.
I know, so I was telling them. They was all excited about the grass here.
So, it's going to be crazy. I'm a little bit worried because it's hit tonight's possibility hitting that northwest part of Arkansas. That's where my niece lives.
Yeah, because it talked about she lives near Fort Smith, so
hopefully they're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
That's all we.
Well, we were there at their house one time. We're just sitting around talking, blah blah blah. He runs outside and he's tying everything down and strapping stuff down. I'm like, what is he doing? Oh, there's a tornado watch. Sure enough, that was that one time we got back to the RV and there was that wall cloud right above us, and at the airport there was circulation, and we was scared to death.
Beebe is just south of it. Yeah, the other day they had that one that went right across the town of St. Louis.
It went through
We were watching that because I watch Max Velocity
on YouTube.
And he's always live when there's storms going on like this. But we literally could see that tornado's coming. It had that picture of it from the arch.
Yeah, the arch showing it coming at it.
And it was like, my gosh, that's crazy, and it's sad because it
really tore up a neighborhood, and
it's one of
it's
those
a really
little
poor
low
neighborhood.
poverty neighborhoods.
Yeah, they were having trouble people coming out to help them out.
It's like, man.
Yeah.
Nuts. But I think St. Louis is safe in today's storm.
Yes, it looks like it. Looks like it's not going to head there.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and play this and thank all of our wonderful members. I was
Thank
just
you
looking
so
at
much.
the comments there. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody. A lot of people in here now are channel members.
Yeah, look at these channel members in here.
Sing Team Crazy Awesome, Mel Nettie.
Yeah.
Roy,
Hey, Thomas.
Steve's in here.
Welcome,
Thomas.
welcome.
Welcome. You guys stay safe too. I don't know. Are you? I don't think you're in the. They're talking about Memphis could get some hailstorms.
Something hailstorms today.
Yeah.
Wasn't tornado. It was just hailstorms.
Yeah. FEMA had money to help. I know. Gosh, they're gonna run out because we keep getting all these dang storms.
Well, and they gave it away to the wrong people.
I know they gave it away to the wrong people too. But yeah.
I don't know.
Hope everybody's saying hi to Thomas.
They're getting rain right now.
Getting rain. We ain't had no rain here.
Well, there was one day like you said it's gonna rain, and then it stopped. It was like
did it sprinkle?
And then I was like, I thought you said it was gonna rain.
Barely even. Really?
I thought it was gonna rain. It didn't rain.
We did see almost like a big, huge wildfire, but I haven't seen it since that one day.
No, yeah, from the distance you could see it over the top of the mountains.
Just kind of northeast of us. You could see it over the mountain. It was a big old plume of smoke.
But they must have got it under control quick.
Yeah.
The one that's out by Catherine and Homer, that one got out of control.
The Greer.
That one got out of control. I haven't looked today to see what it's like, but it had gotten out of control. Yeah. It's dry. It ain't rain season here yet.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do now? What's going on? Roy said, I seen his comment today, something about winter's gone.
I know. Well, we was driving up yesterday to the site just to look around, and they kept seeing these signs, caution, ice may be on the road. I'm like, wait, it ain't that cold, is it?
It has been.
Yeah. It was in the...
I thought it was crazy because we left here and drove up to Flagstaff, and I swear the temperature dropped
cold.
15 degrees.
And we didn't have no jacket or nothing with us.
We were in shorts and flip-flops.
And we were like, woo!
I think it was like 56 degrees, 58
like that.
degrees.
It was pretty chilly.
I'm like, man.
Yeah.
And even today, I mean, we're only supposed to get up to 82 today.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's been nice here. It's been down in the...
We sit outside a lot.
It's
like, what? We're sitting outside? Well, I had to get a new chair because my chair broke. If we knew somebody that could weld, they could have welded it probably. But
Any cheese curds lately?
No.
Oh, not since that. Where'd you just have it at recently?
At the Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With our son.
Rainforest Cafe.
A bunch of them ain't never had them, and they were all addicted now, too. I bought the table some, and they all ate it and loved it. And then for my meal, I got this, they had a combo from the...
You got more cheese curds.
I got more cheese curds. It was a combo.
A sampler.
Yeah, sampler appetizer. That's what I had for my dinner.
And still didn't eat it all.
And I didn't eat it all. It was so much food. I was trying to pawn it off on people, but they'd already ordered their food, and they was full, too. It's like, don't you want some of these chicken strips?
Oh, yeah, the Dairy Queen went to today was the one that got a car drove into.
Yeah, a car drove into it.
Right after we first got here.
Yeah, it must have been Tuesday, because we had here on a Tuesday.
Had to be Wednesday or Thursday or something.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh, they got it all boarded up.
They do have it all boarded up.
The car had been hauling butt to go in that.
Yes.
I mean, because it's kind of uphill into the parking lot and then over cinder blocks.
Yes.
I'm like, man.
I don't even know how that happened. We had dollar tacos though last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we did.
We went hiking.
Hike.
Yeah, we did the hike on Tuesday, and then there's a little Mexican restaurant here that the gate guy tells everybody about, and it was $1 tacos, and you could order any meat on your taco. It was crazy.
Did you see Eddie? I haven't had Terry's chocolate in forever.
I know, right?
Me either.
I know you haven't had it in forever.
Rocky Mountain oysters
And fries. Yeah.
No. That's
No.
okay. Yeah, we did go to that Dollar Taco. That was pretty good.
It was really good.
Little Mexican restaurant.
Little Mexican restaurant. And we got carne asada. I was like, if you're gonna give me any meat choice, I'm getting some steak.
Well, I had 6 of them.
I had 3
Yeah, those were little
street tacos,
though.
little round ones.
They were pretty good.
But they were good. And then I guess on Thursday,
No fried balls for me.
on Thursday you can get the crunchy tacos for $1.25. But we didn't go back again. We just went the one time.
We went back to the Black Bear Diner.
We
And had
did.
lunch one day.
Because it's $10 for a basket of food and a drink.
Yeah. You either get a grilled or fried chicken sandwich or a hamburger
Or a breakfast sandwich.
or a breakfast sandwich and fries. I don't know what you
Or
got
side. You can
A
pick
side.
you pick
Yeah, it
your
was
side.
any side. That's right. You had onion rings.
And you can pick any side, and you get a drink
I
with
don't know
it.
what you got with the breakfast.
Mm-hmm. They had a lot of sides, so
Yeah,
probably one of
and
them.
a drink for $10.
Yeah, and then they have Huckleberry ice cream for like $1 or something. So we didn't have ice cream that day though,
No.
because we were so full after our burger and fries.
Uh,
We did do that one day. That was it. I don't know. We just
I
kind
don't
of.
know. Kenny would take some fried balls.
He would, yeah,
Hope he's doing okay. I don't know. Last I seen, he was going back into the hospital or something.
yeah. I
Hoping he's okay.
haven't kept up with him. I know it's hard now that we're not doing our Friday night lives. I feel like we
Hard to
miss
keep
out.
up with everybody.
We miss out on a lot of stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Robert. He popped in here. Woohoo!
Oh, they canceled it.
Canceled what?
The Black Bear Diner. What?
Oh, we never ate there till we got here.
Mother's Day we went.
We went for Mother's Day because that's what she picked for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And it's a good restaurant.
And it's cheap.
It's really cheap
I was shocked.
compared to other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Because it's like $10 or $12 for a meal on a regular meal. And then, then they have those baskets.
and they got incredible sweet tea.
Their desserts, they have pies, little personal pies that are that big.
Those were a little pricey.
Brownies.
Those things were like $8.
And
But
big brownies.
Those things lasted
2 days, yeah.
a little bit there, and then the next day we ate the rest.
Yeah, so it was worth it. I mean, it was a treat for Mother's Day. It was my Mother's Day treat. I can't remember what I ate that day, though.
I had the French dip.
You had the French dip. I don't
Yeah.
remember what I ate. It
I
was
don't
good.
remember what you ate either.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Something I wouldn't eat. Oh, yeah, it was chicken and waffles. Something
Oh,
I
that's
would
right,
normally
that's right.
eat. I was like, I'm going to eat something weird today.
We're getting old.
I know. Something I would normally eat.
I can't keep up with the days.
No, we know what day of the week it
The other
is.
day when it was Thursday, I was thinking all day long it was Friday. It was late in the afternoon. Finally, said, today's only Thursday. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shoot. My dog just fell. Sorry.
do you always get an even number when ordering? I don't order Rocky Mountain oysters, so I don't know. You sleeping too? A dog fell off the couch. You sleeping too, old dude? Well, you can see the other one. He was laying right next to him. You can see him. He's over there zonked out. And the other one fell out.
He ain't got no equilibrium. I'm coming back in. My child fell. Sorry. Scared me. My heart's hurting now.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even know he fell.
I just saw this black thing go whoop.
Are you awake, dude?
I don't know. Let's get our blanket.
Oh my gosh. So do you order your Rocky Mountain oysters in even numbers?
I don't. I don't partake.
Unless it was an odd bull.
An odd bull.
Oh my God.
Are you okay? You
No,
scared,
I
Mama?
ain't order them. I don't want them to want nothing to do with them. Nope.
No,
Nope,
I don't want to try it.
nope. What else? Anything happening? What anything was going on? 12 people in here. Where y'all all at?
Yeah, hey.
Where is everybody?
I remember one time we was on a cruise ship and they brought us shark balls, and I was like, "What?" But it was really all they did was take the meat and form it into a ball.
Like
But I still didn't eat it.
that comment was male. So, Nettie, what y'all been doing?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard a lot from you
brought
guys.
beef cheek at Whitleyville Station to make barbecue. Oh, yeah. That's around the house, corner from us.
Oh, wow.
That Whitleyville Station.
Right.
Yeah, that's right by our house.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That we haven't been to in forever.
Yeah, we'll be back to our house in November.
Yeah, look, he's right now watching the cactus grow.
If not late October. Depends on when we get done with the sugar beet. Yeah. That sugar beet harvest could end in mid-October. Then we would make our way home. So
I miss the saguaro cactuses. I do.
Watching the cactuses grow. We got cactus around here.
We do. Prickly pear. And then we found some new ones that we had never heard of.
Working on a new deck.
I have a thing on my phone that identifies plants.
Well,
so I found a couple of new cactuses.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nettie, in November,
you can come over.
You can come on up to Tennessee. We need a deck.
We really need a deck.
We need a deck really bad.
Yeah, there's no way out the back door.
And I'm not a handyman man.
I was going to see what them one cat... Oh, yeah, we found the stink net, the creosote bush, and then the Engelman's hedgehog cactus. That's the ones we found the other day.
I don't know, walking on that trail though.
On that trail, I have like this little app, that tells you the names of the different things you find. You just take a picture and it'll tell you what it is.
What's up with that?
I like it because I'm curious. I want to know. Today there were some cute little cactuses, but we was kind of quickly going down the hill. I took a picture of one. I didn't look it up yet though. But they're all blooming right now, so it's so pretty. Church? Yeah, the church. Those ones that were along the walkway. Yeah. They'll give you a ride. They got golf carts. Do you need a ride, ma'am?
Oh, my gosh. You had to walk up the hill.
The hill was like, I was dying. He goes, you okay? I got to catch my breath a minute. So we had to stop.
Yeah.
But it's the it's the altitude.
It was beautiful up there, but I don't know. It was worth a 40-minute each way drive.
Yeah, it was a long drive.
Should have done that last week when we went driving around Sedona, just checking.
Yeah, we should have, but I'm not like that prepared. I wish that I was one of those people that was really prepared. Like I know a lot of people that are like, oh, when we go here, we're going to do this, this, and this. I didn't have anything planned when we got here. I just kind of started looking for things.
We definitely did a lot.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. A whole lot.
Well, this whole weekend, we weren't supposed to do anything. I didn't plan nothing for the whole weekend so we could chill. But then we ended up going to Flagstaff yesterday.
I said we did something.
And we went to Walmart one day.
That was yesterday.
We went to Walmart one day.
Yeah, we went to Walmart and restocked up.
Yeah.
You needed water and something else you needed.
I got my dog. My dogs, I give them this. What's that stuff I can give them? It's dog food that comes out the refrigerator.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. It's some kind. I can only find it at Walmart. I don't know where else they got it at.
Oh, I know what it is. We had to get a new chair because we didn't have a chair to sit in.
The chair broke. Yeah.
Chair broke.
That's the main reason
that was our original chair. We got those little rocker chairs that everybody at Quartzsite loves so much because they squeak. The one that broke is our original one we've had. We've replaced the other one already.
So I got a new chair.
And now we got a new one.
If somebody knew how to weld, you could have fixed it.
There you go.
Yeah, it is. It's like
some kind of healthy something or another.
I don't know. My dogs ain't got no teeth left. So I give it to them so I know they're eating something.
Doing it on the fly is way, way better.
Yeah, I think so too sometimes. But I know there's a lot of people that really like plan out and they know everything about a place. And I think if I'd have known that church was, I would have drug in there.
Someday I'll get that way about traveling. We get pretty dang close. I mean, my gosh, we only made reservations like here only like 3 days before we got here.
Well, we didn't know where we were going to go. Our plan was to go to the Grand Canyon, but it was snowing, and I'm like, I'm not going to the snow.
So
we Googled and found this was Thousand Trails. We didn't even know this was in the state of Arizona. I thought all of the ones here were Encore.
No, I like it. Yeah, but I don't know. I gotta know where I'm going.
He's funny that way. I'm like whatever.
At least a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Notice. So. But now, like I said, we got everything planned out. We've got a place where we're going. We didn't know where we were going until last week when we found out about this job.
Yeah.
After our kids' graduation, we were just going to start moseying toward Washington.
Fresh Pet. That's what it's called?
That's it, Fresh Pet.
That's what I give them because it's soft for their little babies. No teeth.
He's sitting there staring at you.
I don't gotta worry about him.
He looks fine to me. Now he's trying to get up.
I'm worried about him. That was my yay baby.
All right, look what time it is.
Uh-oh.
Mark should be ready. This is gonna be hard. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But it says.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one. But anyway, like last week when we did New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about these states, but I'm trying to learn something.
That's part of the thing. Try to learn.
Try to learn something. I'm not expecting anybody to know these answers, but
Mark does. He's been studying.
Mark should know them. He said he studied up for New Jersey, and that's what this week is. So here we go. Nettie says no.
No.
And she says hard.
A trivia.
A $sign trivia. Yeah. So here we go. As I said, this week is New Jersey.
You can be a Jersey girl.
New Jersey. I never watched that show.
I never watched none of it.
Our friends up in Washington, Brandy, and she loves the show.
There's all that stuff.
No, not me. Not me. I got to get.
I mean, I'd like to go to the beach, so I'd go there for the beach probably.
Maybe we'll go up there one day, someday.
It's on our list.
Going up to the Northeast is a bucket list item. If it doesn't happen next summer, I'd almost be shocked.
I know, right? Okay.
So.
Can you try to walk?
He's on my shoulder.
I know he's not going to.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Terry's distracting me.
Sorry.
Philadelphia's border with New Jersey is created entirely by what river?
Oh, we went under it, right? No, that was to New York. No. Stink, I don't know.
Don't let me down, Siri.
Right. Hey, Siri, what river borders Philadelphia and New Jersey?
I've heard of it. I didn't know this was the river that did it, but I've heard of this river. That's all I can say.
The Delaware. No, that's further down south.
I should say, is that your final answer?
No, that's further south.
All right, now my dog's over there, and
he's got his little tongue out.
He's almost storing his tongue stuck out.
It's so cute.
Nettie said Delaware. Mark said Delaware.
Could it be the Delaware? I thought it was further south.
I don't know. Is that your final
Okay, I'll go with Delaware then. Everybody else is saying Delaware. I'll go with Delaware.
She's just following y'all. She jumped on the
bandwagon.
She jumped on the bandwagon.
That's the only river I could think that was up in that area. But I truly thought it was further south.
Nobody else is answering.
Well, Philadelphia used to be our capital, so it could be,
I'm not saying.
When George Washington went over to Delaware's.
He did cross the Delaware.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of another river, which I think you're thinking of, that was farther south.
Oh.
Which I'm not going to say right now. I'll tell you in a second.
Because that one that President Lincoln's killer ran across is down that way.
What are you talking about? That's way down there. I don't know. Anyway, I guess we're not going to get no more answers, so I'll go ahead and put the answer up. And it is the Delaware.
I got it!
I think you were thinking the Potomac.
The Potomac. And that's the one.
Potomac.
Okay, so that's the one that Lincoln's killer ran across, too, the Potomac. And they hunted him down. Yeah. I have a lot of Lincoln books because I'm a Lincoln nut.
I was just looking for something real quick here, but I'm not going to find it.
In enough time.
No, not enough time. Now I got to go back to where I was. All right. Woohoo! Wait, woo! Everybody got it right that answered.
Yeah.
10 points for each person that answered.
That answered it. 0 if you didn't answer.
Yeah, 0 if you didn't. -5 if you didn't answer.
Oh, yeah, they're takeaway points. Yeah.
Next question. Oh.
You got to switch the
I pushed
slide.
the wrong button. Next question.
Oh, that's long.
Topping accelerating speeds of 128 miles per hour, engineers at Intamin Amusement Rides designated the 456-foot King Da Ka which opened as the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster at what numerically named Great Adventure amusement park in New Jersey in 2005?
So it's got a number to it.
I tried to make it easy.
Numerically named. So it's got to be like Six Flags?
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'm going to go Six Flags. I can't think of another park that has a number. Because there's like Kings Island.
I knew she had all the amusement parks going through it. And he's like, what?
I know, it's a long question, ain't it?
I'll do like I do Terry. Topping accelerating speeds of 120 miles an hour.
He does that to me all the time.
She'll go, what? And I'll repeat what I said.
He does all the time.
Place it in a nutshell. I'll wrap it up. It is a big roller coaster, accelerating speeds of 128 miles an hour. It was the world's tallest and fastest at what numerically named theme park?
Serious confused.
Mark says Six Flags Great
So does Robert.
Great Adventure, and so does Robert, and so that's it. That's it.
Can you walk?
Serious confused. Nettie's confused.
Yeah. Too funny.
Thomas says Six Flags.
Yeah, because it's the only numerically one.
That's why I said it's easy. That was an easy one.
Oh, I thought you said this was all going to be hard.
I tried to make them easy. Some of them I could have made really hard.
It's probably not the tallest anymore.
Some of them I was looking at and like, huh? What?
What are they saying?
What are they asking? It was Six Flags.
Yeah.
And I think Mark was more.
10
I
more
think
points.
I think it is Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Next question. Before we run out of time. At a length of 1,908 miles, what is the longest north-south interstate highway in the U.S.? The highway was not fully completed until 2018, when a gap in New Jersey was filled, and is now fully connects Florida to Maine, while still serving all major cities from Jacksonville to Washington to New York to Boston to Portland.
I'm going to say the 95.
You're going to say the 95?
Yeah.
So I figure, you know what? People in here are nomads, travel, or a lot of people in here are.
Well, the only reason I'm saying 95 is because in California and Washington and Oregon, it's the 5. And it goes all the way. So we're talking all the way over there. It's probably the 95.
Why ain't it 65?
65 goes through Tennessee.
Okay. Maybe it's 105.
Oh, is there one over 100? I don't know about that then. If they go over 100, I don't know.
I better scroll down here and see the answers I got. I'm getting behind. Nettie went with Mark. Mark is my Siri.
There you go.
Thomas says the I-95.
Yeah.
Tim says 3. Robert says Route 1.
Route 1.
Mark says
Waiting
I-95.
on Mark.
Mark did study, maybe. He's got answers to all these. Usually,
now Nettie said I-95.
Wait, no, now Nettie says 95.
I'm just saying because this is what all the interstates that go up and down is odd.
It is.
And all the ones that go horizontal, it's vertical. Horizontal, vertical.
Horizontal, vertical.
I messed myself up. They're all even. They're all.
Say it this way. North and south starts way over into 5 on the west coast, and it increases all the way up, obviously, to the 95.
And then
west to east starts down
at the 10 and goes up to the
down
90.
south and goes up to the 90 up north.
Right.
And all even.
And they're all even. So there can be like a
north
interstate.
south is odd numbers, east to west.
Yeah,
like
if somebody made a 26, it should go east to west. It should. But you know how roads are.
Oh, Tim said his finger slipped. It's 395 was he meant to say. I hate it when my hand does that. I do it all the time. I fat finger everything.
Right.
Mark, answer faster
hey,
for
Moon
me,
over
please.
Miami. Welcome,
hey,
welcome.
Moon over Miami. Welcome.
You're in time for trivia.
And Moon over Miami saying hi to everybody in the chat.
Thank you.
Here we go. Next question because we're running out of time.
What?
Woman, I try to go fast. Geese control companies like Wild Goose Chase in Chicago and Geese Police in New Jersey have pioneered strategies for harassing nuisance geese using what animals?
There's nuisance geese.
Apparently in New Jersey, and obviously in Chicago too. Hey, Robert, you're in Chicago. What is it?
Hey, what are they using up that way?
What are they using
I would say a dog.
for harassing the geese, the nuisance geese?
I would say a dog.
Terry says dog.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a geese problem anywhere, to be honest.
Well, I know they have really big poop. Their poop is really big.
I would have guessed the thing. Well, yeah, they are. Where was we at one time that had a bunch of geese at it?
Well, Athens always had geese, and they had big poop.
That was probably it. Athens, yeah, they got some geese. But I would suspect it would have been something like seagulls. But,
seagulls are annoying because they're big.
Yeah.
Oh, Moon Over Miami said hawks.
Oh, Moon Over Miami says hawks.
Oh, and Thomas said hawks or owls.
Hawks or owls by Thomas, yeah.
So, wow.
What animal?
Note to self, study harder. Isn't that the way a pop quiz always goes?
That means Nettie ain't going to have an answer because Mark didn't have one.
I know, right? She's waiting on Mark.
She's waiting on you, Mark.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Well, you better show us.
It is dogs.
Oh, it was dogs. I just guessed. Because that's an easy animal, though, to use. Because everybody's got dogs.
That's crazy.
And dogs like to chase them.
Isn't that going to create dog problem, though?
And dog poop.
Right? A dog poop problem. Oh, my gosh. Last question. This ought to be easy. Everybody should get this. The airship era of passenger flight had a quick demise after what German-made ship disastrously crashed in New Jersey in 1937?
It's the blimp.
A blimp. Terry said a blimp.
Was it called a blimp then?
Moon Over Miami says Chihuahua.
Well, for sure.
Probably those things
Chihuahuas
are annoying.
Are mean. They be like. I don't know if it was called a blimp back then though. Was it?
Roy says the Hindenburg.
Hindenburg. Was it Hindenburg called a blimp though? I knew what it was.
Robert says Hindenburg.
I knew it was a Hindenburg. I couldn't think of Hindenburg, but I thought a blimp.
Mark says Hindenburg.
But wasn't the blimp a Hindenburg?
Nettie says blimp.
See, Nettie, I'm brother.
Moon Over Miami says yes.
Yes. I go with Terry. He said.
Well, Mark answered this time, Nettie.
Hindenburg. But is the Hindenburg a blimp?
I don't know if it was classified as I guess it was a blimp. It is the Hindenburg, though.
I know once he said Hindenburg, yeah, that was it. But I was thinking it was a blimp.
I think it's a blimp. Anybody know it is a blimp?
Yeah.
Maybe the first type of blimp. But
they had people. Now they just go over the football field. I don't know. I
seem like I heard them called like an airship or something, too.
Goodyear has one they fly.
Goodyear's the blimp.
Yeah.
So I've heard them called like an airship or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the fast, funny, crazy, off the wall, insane bonus trivia.
Let's see it. What?
This is for you. The Hadrosaurus, a dinosaur discovered in New Jersey, is the state's official dinosaur.
What's he look like?
I don't know. You'll have to look it up.
Whoa.
Oh, Robert says Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
I think I've heard that too before.
I've heard that
Robert.
too, Zeppelin.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Terry answers faster.
Right?
So, yeah, I just think it's crazy that they actually have.
What is it? Hadrosaurus.
Oh, now she's looking it up.
I know. I gotta see what it looks like.
I'm lost on my screen here. I gotta get back. Okay, I'm back on it. She's actually looking it up.
Yeah,
Mark said it looks like him. That's the official
state dinosaur. I didn't know you could have a state dinosaur
in New Jersey.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Me either.
So, what is Washington's state dinosaur?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I didn't know they had a state dinosaur.
I didn't either. That's kind of new stuff for me.
Nettie says live. Yep, great live stream. Yep,
Thank
it is 3:00.
We had such a good time with everybody today. Yeah. Thanks for popping in. Make sure you go watch our video on the Space Museum
from yesterday.
It was so amazing.
Upcoming Sunday, unless unless you're a member, you'll get it before Sunday.
Yeah, become a member. Hit that join button, and you can see it before Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to put out
Tombstone.
And
where are we going to be next Monday?
And next Monday, we're going to be in China Lake, California, the Naval Air Station.
I think it's good. We're trying to hook up. We didn't even realize this. Real quick, I know it's almost time. But I've got really good friends of mine that we were stationed with in Okinawa for 30 years, whatever ago.
Long time ago.
Many years. We stayed in contact with him and his wife. Of course, he was killed. He got killed on a quad accident.
Quite a few years ago.
It rolled over on an ATV and he got killed. Still kept in touch with his wife for the most part on Facebook, but just found out for the last couple of months she's been in the hospital. She was in a side-by-side rollover accident.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing on one of those?
And we're like, man, so she still can't write and text and things, but her daughter reads her messages and texts for her and all that. She wants us to come visit her when we get down there.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to go visit her.
So we're going to visit her. And then
she's on the mend. She's getting there.
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair, got the neck thing like he had to wear and all that.
So it was just crazy. I just found that out a while ago. What did Thomas say?
California would be the Pelosi state dyno.
That's right.
And Kentucky would be the McConnell.
That's right. All right. Other than that, thanks for coming, everybody. We appreciate it.
Yes, so good to see everybody. Have a great week and go out and find your adventure.
And see you next Monday.
Yay!
Call it a day and celebrate. Let's celebrate.